Hello, this is Vulturefire, and it's time for the next Fresh Start run. So we've won with Rowden, we're now doing our Depth 3 run with Merle, and so we first need to change the starting deck to be as effective as possible. So one of the notes here is that we do not have access to that many ways to get into Hidden. Or not ways to get it, we don't have access to the level 4 passive, which means that every time we play a damaging card, we leave Hidden, and we just don't have any way around that. So we want to try and choose cards in a way that we can mitigate how much that ends up hurting us. Which means we want all of our damaging cards to be as high value as possible. We probably don't want to run too many of them. To that end, I think we probably run 2 backstabs, and those may be the only damaging cards that we end up putting in the deck. Aside from Covert Strike. So we're going to run probably 2 Shadow Focuses. Kind of want Mana Shield. Probably do like that. I think we run at least 1 Covert Strike. I think we run at least 1 Heroic Vigor. I like having access to the heal. I like having access to the tough, and the mighty is pretty useful. We're running at least 1 Preparations, maybe 2. So the other question then becomes, how are we getting out extra damage? And I would like to have Poison, but that's not an option in the starting deck. Because it's just not a default card. Deadly Injection is no longer a default card. It used to be, but it isn't anymore. Obviously we want Hone, I think, because we are going with Backstab. And then I think our Electrocute seems like a good final piece, because that will let us get out a bunch of extra damage. It is kind of bad with the Covert Strike, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. My goal in some ways is less to win this run and more to just make it far enough. I think we can actually swap the focus for a second Mana Shield, just for safety's sake. Is less to win this run and more to make it far enough to hit level 4, so we can start getting more stuff going. Keep spinning our ether on card backs. That is definitely an interesting bug. But it fixes itself, so. Okay. So, Depth 3. I think we want to go to the Ramparts. Bent to Hell could be a problem, but there are so many very good Ramparts cards for us. We are fighting Maw, which means that we need to prioritize finding Cleansing Shield and such. I don't think we need the Icy Gale cards for this run. I don't think that that is really where Merle tends to be at. I do like the idea of hitting this fight. It could be difficult, but there's some pretty good rewards. And then we can hit these 2. Do we want to fight 2 Bentas? Not really, but it'll probably be fine. Let's start by getting Hidden. We can get Heroic Vigor up. Kind of want to play this because I don't want to risk drawing into cards that we're going to want to play next turn. Because I think the cards that are left in the draw pile are all cards that we are going to want to have. So. Oh, whoops, I should have used. It's fine. We can shock you. You're just pretty much guaranteed dead next turn. Should hopefully evade these. Okay. Bentas do not, as of, but for you guys, it'll be like the only patch that you guys are seeing. But in the beta, they would always apply Bleed 1 every turn. And they no longer do that, and that's very nice. Okay, Spirit Swarm is great. That's kind of one of the things I was looking for, because it is a way to do a lot of damage without having to leave Hidden. So we're going to do that first. Put in that firstest. And that should ensure that we can kill you. Unfortunately, the Spirit Swarm and the Electrocute are not great friends, but that'll work. Okay, and then we'll just have the Backstab next turn. Hopefully we evade at least one of those. Cool. I think we're going to try and go in on the Spirit Swarm plan, because that has done good work for me in the past. And you're just dead to the Spirit. Bye. Take another mana card. We do probably want other preparations at some point, but for now we're good. I think it's worth getting out that much damage. It does mean that we are going to be taking some status, and we need to make sure we end this turn hidden. That looks like that's going to be easy enough to pull off. Yeah, drawing both of these seems fine. Go ahead and shock you for whenever we get around to actually hitting that one. You just evade like as long as you evaded like some of those, we were pretty good. But staying hidden against this guy is very important. Would you just get more tough? Yeah, I think so. Please don't kill us. Rip. That's what the healing from whatever is for. This makes us leave hidden, which is not great. But I think getting this kill is important enough to justify. He's going to use up both of our shock stacks, but... Okay. We are now at the point where, like, actually succeeding at an evasion is pretty important. Because if we fail this evade, it gets really not good for us. Okay, good. Because we would have been shocked, we would have gotten triple threaded, we would have taken 20 damage, and just bad things all around. Fortunately, we have now effectively finished the fight. And now we have actually finished the fight. Elemental Blast seems potentially good. Because we get guaranteed. Yeah, that seems actually great. That goes up to 8 mana though, so I don't think we can take that. I do like Spirit Swarm Plus. I think being able to just play that every time is nice. We'll see if Elemental Blast ends up being something we can actually afford, but... So I don't know... Oh, I haven't actually seen this one at all. I don't know what all we can get here. Let's go with the Weapons Rack, see what we can get. Okay, powerful buff. I know there are a bunch of like random items and stuff here that I haven't seen yet. Status reduction tends to be useful in a lot of fights. We can just go through a bunch of events here, but I think we're going to go through those elites. This fight shouldn't be too bad, and it has some drops that are pretty good. And I think it's worth leaving hidden to do that much damage. Especially when we have shield. We are probably getting shocked here. Actually, we're guaranteed getting shocked here, but... Slowly healing back the damage we took. And this seems pretty good. Now we take a bunch of damage, but we couldn't have evaded that anyway because we were not a high enough level. Oh, I messed up. I meant to get more healing and tough out, and I didn't, and now we are going to eat damage. Okay. 50% chance of winning? I suppose we win anyway, just from you. But now we can win off of that. Okay, so we lost a bit of health there, but it all worked out. Rip Open doesn't do that much for us. Vampiric Strike is okay. I think we just take the Spry Vigor. I think we upgrade maybe the Heroic Vigor. It is still a very good upgrade. I also am a pretty big fan of the Mana Shield Plus. It's like Mana Shield Plus. I think we are cutting the Electrocute because I think it is now no longer that useful. Okay. I think like all of the cards that drop from this are pretty okay for us. The Elemental Blast kind of really wants an upgrade. With the problem, of course, being that upgrading it kind of hurts it. So this is one of those turns where I was talking about where it's like, if we attack, we lose hidden. And that's just really obnoxious. And they're just, fortunately we have enough shield that it doesn't matter. But like if we were level 4, we could have just played that. Stop having so much health. Or so much shield. Didn't evade any of those. Oh, we evaded 1 out of 5 attacks. That's, you know, it's not ideal, but It probably could be worse somehow. Let's go ahead and stop you from killing our friend. We get more damage out. Yeah, we're just not evading anything this run, are we? Fortunately, you don't necessarily need to be evading things. I'll kill you. And our friends should be able to kill this off. And we were able to heal back a decent amount of our health. So that's nice. That's usually pretty good. I think I want the Undying Persistence more. All the sharp, like both of these are also pretty good. I think we'll take the Persistence. I don't think that does that. I think, does this do anything for us though? It might eventually. I think this is fine. I don't expect it to have a ton of draw, or discard, but we'll see. Alright. He's not being a super jerk, which is good. Because he absolutely can. We do any in hidden though. We really want to get more Spirit Swarms, because that's kind of where I'm hoping to go with this strategy. So the idea is we will get a lot of Spirit Swarms and then use those to pull things off. Okay, cool. So we can... You were doing something really mean, which I wasn't paying enough attention to realize was even under threat, but... yeah, it's worth doing that because that's just going to ensure that you die to our Spirit. Okay, so Elite down, we just have to deal with the little ones, and that should be much easier. And we even get to get back into Hidden, which is kind of what we were hoping for. And yeah, unfortunately we can't really play anything else. Man being a problem and all that. Hey, we actually evaded something. Hooray! First time we've actually drawn Heroic Vigor and not been able to use it. That is technically a downside of it, it's just fairly rare for that to happen. Hey, more evades. Is it worth playing this? Yes, because it ensures you die, and then we can full block this. Right, and then this will be online. So that's big kaboom. And there we go. Yeah, I think we need the Cleansing Shield. We are fighting Maul. And then, I don't think we need to upgrade that yet, though. Backstab Plus is pretty good. Heroic Vigor Plus is also pretty good. This goes to what, 0 mana and 10 damage? That's also pretty good. But the Mana Shield Pluses have been... The Mana Shield Plus we have has been great so far. So I may just upgrade that. Can we afford to do this? I mean... I don't know that we can. I kind of want to risk it. We'll upgrade one of the backstabs. Okay, we can... Ooh. Okay, so this is this fight. You could be a jerk. Unfortunately, we can't get this out, which we really would have liked. Fortunately, we were able to get Tough. We managed to evade like one of those 7 hits. Which, you know, is better than failing to evade all of them. Guess I'll play this out. Just draw some mana, and we get shield. Now a full board. So if we can summon, if we get Spirit Swarm back, we will actually get whatever it is. Again, with this question of like, do I want to actually play my cards, or do I want to? I think we do. Yeah, I think getting that kill was worth it. And now we have Mighty for next turn. We are unfortunately bleeding, so we can't play that much this turn. We want to remain safe. We only have the 50% chance on the crit here. God, it might be worth it. If we can kill this, we are in such a better position. Yeah. And that is effectively going to kill it. Alright, and we managed to evade those. We did still lose a decent amount of health here, but it could be worse. Although we would absolutely like to find... that's not what I was going to say, but that's part of it. Please evade this hit. Thank you. Alright, we didn't find our shield generation. It's worth taking 3 for this. Because it's in for fight. And then we can do that. Relentless Assault or Mind Seed. Ugh. I think Mind Seed, I think dropping out of... I think Max Shield is also pretty good. I think dropping out of Hidden is still pretty dangerous for us. This fight is probably going to be a pain in the butt depending on how we draw. Can we afford to play this turn? Probably not. Yeah. I mean, or we could play it, but we can't get into Hidden, which means we don't get that much value out of it. Now we have a lot of tough to work with, which is nice. We need to find some card draw. Oh, I suppose we have some card draw. We need to find better card draw, I guess. Yeah, this is the problem with this fight, is that now you have to deal with the level of nonsense that is happening here. Fortunately, that's pretty good. I think we just intern. So we don't get the temporary powerful if we fully evade all hits, but if we take at least one, if we block it, we do get the powerful. So that's how that works. In case you were curious, then we discard that for a bit. Let's see if we get another... Alright, we didn't get the mana shield, which is kind of what I was hoping to find. Alright, well at least we didn't have to deal with another summon that turn. Although, you're probably just going to die to getting summoned over. Or I guess not, because we're going to kill this. That's a good hit. Getting to use that leverage that shock into additional value was great. Oh, this is going to result in you guys getting summoned over. I think that's worth it. Especially because you can't summon again. Although it does mean a ton of powerful. Hopefully we will find... Yeah, Cleansing Shield. It's great. Although we would like... That's not the only thing we would have liked to have found. Yeah, this fight is just kind of brutal sometimes. Some blade damage here. What else is in the deck? There is another skill and another strike. So I think we play that. Yeah. Not really what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Oh, we can do this. And we can force out this freeze, which is nice. Alright. And my cat is now obscuring the screen. Okay, I think we have the win here. Yep. That could have been worse, but it could have been better. We may actually want the Vampiric Strike at this point. It is a good way to heal back up. We don't have any ways to apply Blade, which mitigates the usefulness of it. I think we do probably want... Well, with that we don't necessarily need that. I think we want the Backstab plus Fracture Damage. I think we're going to upgrade that actually and see, because we have a decent amount of mana right now, and there's a decent chance we can play it, and that should help. Do we cut the... I think we cut the unupgraded Backstab, which is potentially a poor choice, but we will find out. Okay, so looking through here, normally this is a pretty good fight for Merle, but we don't actually care that much about those cards. The Pulverize from here seems pretty good. I don't know that we care about the weather cards here. They're fine, but they're not amazing. And if we don't have to deal with that fight, we'd rather not. I do like the cards that you drop. Of course, I don't want to fight drakes though. I think we are not in a great position to do that. We are too reliant on actually hitting. So I think we're going to avoid the drakes. Oh, but that means going up here? Well, if we're avoiding drakes, in that case I think we go that route. Now let's just avoid drakes and get other value out. Okay. I mean, yeah, like, that's a pretty good turn. Pretty good way to use 8 mana. We would like to get hidden for this turn, but we can do that. And by freezing this out, it didn't get set up all of its nonsense, which is nice. And we get extra shield just in case we get hit a bunch of times, but, you know. Hey! Got lucky. It's gonna do a heal back to full for us. Can't play the Elemental Blast this turn, but that's fine. We are now Arcane Leaks to a pretty significant extent. Probably avoid playing cards for the, oh no, just kidding, we're just gonna kill. Got back all the health we were down, which is nice. I think we're probably gonna need another Cleansing Shield. Having more shield isn't bad. Gathering Bolt's also pretty good though, going into... I think we want the Gathering Bolt. It's very good going into Ruby Dragon. That also can be good going into Ruby, or not Ruby Dragon, Emerald Dragon. The dragon which we are fighting. This event is basically whatever. I think that's actually good. We can deal with extra shield on enemies, I think, and having all that extra shield from our mana shield is going to be incredible. And it also makes me really want to upgrade my other mana shield. Yeah, 7x2. That's annoying that we can't play that, but that's fine. Pitch that. You are not quite dying, unfortunately. We are on balance. Okay, cool. We didn't take any damage. Say like on average, we are not taking any damage here. And indeed, we're good. And we will pop you to death. And we should see if we can get stuff going. Let's get Mighty, because we can. And the Mighty will be good for next turn. This is unfortunate. Yeah, because we can't get through that. Like we have to spend that on that evasion. It doesn't do anything for us. Fortunately, we now only need to kill the front one in order to avoid. Yeah, we need to find more card draw, I think. Although, I'm not sure where we're going to get it. But, we need to just kill you before you summon. We'll be fine. Trying to think what I want to find. Is it that? I think we pitched that. We would have liked to have found that other thing. Let's just do that, which is going to explode you twice. Okay, and then you're just basically dead. Yeah, now you're just basically dead. We can do that into that. We get the end hidden. Probably should have just done the Vampiric Strike at the Silga, because we had the health for it. Yeah. Once again, kind of high on mana. But we alternate kind of between turns where, like early on, we just need a lot of mana. And yeah, you can't summon again, so. I get so much of that. Having started would be nice. Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of why we didn't want to fight Drakes. Like, the evasions on Drakes is really, really annoying. Although, of course, these guys help with that. We could manage Drakes if we needed to, we just don't want to. And there we go. We get lethal from the spirits. If we can find another spirit swarm, we can potentially get actually start stacking powerful off them, which would be cool. Sharpened Senses seems very good going into Emerald. Although it is kind of a do-nothing card. You're a pain in the butt. we really would like... Oh, this is going to save us here. Just for anything like, do we have a way... Do we have an out? And we do. Because we do not want to get frozen by that. And then... Sure, we'll take it. And that makes this even more valuable. And so now we are going to be reducing our status at the same rate that we are actually dealing with whatever. So, there we go. I probably should have just played this, but... Okay, shock rune and shock barrier for everyone. Unfortunately, we can't evade that because we are too low of a level. We can still play that to at least get tough, which is going to help. And by help, I mean completely save us. Okay, so we want to get rid of the shock barrier if we can. Unfortunately, our only way to do that is with our gathering bolt specifically, which we have to find. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to find our gathering bolt. Let's pitch that. I don't think we're playing it this turn. Yeah, no gathering bolt. It's fine. We can cleanse. I've been really, really sad if that was our gathering bolt. And hopefully we can evade more than we don't. We also would have been fine to find our sharpened senses, but we didn't. Okay. Now overcharge, so we're going to get shocked again. Pop. Unfortunately, we cannot evade Arcane. Still. We don't have a way to apply weak, so we just have to eat this explosion and then eat damage. Man, imagine if Merle was a complete character at level 1 instead of needing to be level 7 to be a complete character. That'd be pretty cool, right? Like if she didn't just die in certain fights until we got to that point. Not that I'm still salty about it or anything. Just so we're clear. That's not going to do anything for us, because I don't think we're going to be able to get hidden up. We will do that to heal back at least. And yeah, we get the shock out, but it gets used up immediately. We would like to find... Alright, there's a lull, that's fine. There's our cleansing shield, which is great. Give me a second. We have exactly enough mana. This will pull us... This will pull us out of hidden. But we have 22... We have 22 shield. It's going to do a lot of damage. Oh no, because it does two times as much. That's right, because I got the upgrade. Duh, that's why I got that upgrade. Yes, I'm very clever. Alright, we took some damage, but we made it through. This is very good when upgraded. It's a little bit sketchy with whatever, but I think it's worth it. That's actually pretty good with the... Okay, we're going to upgrade this. It's now going to apply 16 shock to a random enemy. And then it will usually let us lightning call something, which is fun. I think we leave the deck as is, and we keep moving. And this is absolutely going to be the fight we take. Although, this is now an even more shocky focused fight. Let's see. Alright, we want to freeze you. Oh, but we don't get a choice, that's right, because we're still in this weather event. And then we can go bonk. Oh right, we don't get to choose our target still. That's way less useful. But we got to nuke one of the things, so that's progress. I'm going to forget the weather effect just every time I do anything. Especially because like it didn't matter the last fight. And yes, we can hit enemies in the back because of the weather. I apologize for any noise leakage from like stuff running into the kitchen. My younger sister's awake, and so getting some noise leak. Let's go. That and that. Oh, I want to play this, so I should have done things differently. We want to take away your stacks when we can. Hey, sure, we'll take that hit. We're basically just going to be shocked for the entire duration. That's just how it's going to be. Do we pitch this? Sure. And then bonk bonk. Yeah, the spirits can target random things too. Alright, there's the draw with the enemy's gaining vengeance. So, see what that hits. Alright. Alright, we don't know which one's going to hit. Let me just do it. Okay, no luck. Alright, that is what I was hoping to see though. Now we're down to just the one enemy to beat. We are going to be shocked for basically the entire fight. Oh, hooray, we managed to evade that. Unfortunately, our spirits cannot evade that, and they just had to eat a bunch of damage. It's fun. Hopefully. Yeah, Sharpened Senses is a card that I just never know if I actually like or not. So we get shocked even more. So the goal here is to hopefully evade most of the problem. Yeah, of course, naturally we get that to happen here where it just uselessly hits that evade. Let's do that. And then we can do stuff. Summon. I think we do that, which will give us attention. I forgot about that, giving us just a bajillion shield. And now even if we don't evade, we're in okay shape. Yeah. We evaded one of them and that was good enough. Everyone is overcharged. More shock for the Phoenix. Alright. Which means this will do good work. Not quite enough work, but ooh, do we actually want to play that? That's not lethal. And it's not enough for these two to get it off, get the finish. Maybe I don't actually want to do that. I thought I was going to be able to get to keep two of them for some reason. Because I can't count, that's why. That's fine. Alright. There's another one. And now that is effectively lethal. Oh. I did way more damage than it said it was going to, and I'm not sure why. Shocking Focus is good. Funnel Storm is also very good for us. We'll do that. Especially because we have the thing that... It is dangerous going to Emerald Dragon specifically. But because we have the thing that reduces stuff... I think we just take Mana Shield Plus because it's very good for us right now. We have the thing that reduces extra status at the end of every turn. I think it'll be fine. And now we are out of the weather. You're going to bleed us, which is very rude. But it's fine. We can deal with it. Let's see. We don't have a way to re-enter hidden. But we can get tough, and we can get these guaranteed evades. So we at least will prevent some of this lifesteal. All of the lifesteal. Hooray! Even better. Okay, we'll pitch like that. And those discards, I forgot that we have the discard value as well. Just everything going great. Yeah. Take 4 damage, takes all 4 hits there, and it doesn't even matter. And we can maybe pitch that first. So we just draw as few cards as possible while we are overcharged. Though it's worth remembering that we are not the only ones who are overcharged. Also overcharges the enemy. Let's see. going to apply... Is that going to apply 2 shocks? Just 1 shock, I think. Yeah, and then just pitch 3 things. And get 155 damage out. Pretty good. Yes, another Spirit Swarm. Happy to see it. We would like to upgrade it, but... So the big danger here is this fight is a fight where we probably do want to heal. We don't have really any wiggle room here, which isn't great. I think this is better. I think having the extra max shield is better than the arcane by strike hits because we aren't actually hitting that many times. That only works with... that works with the command lightning. I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, no, because the plus 20% spell damage is pretty good with the elemental blast plus. So we would like to find, I think our upgrade here is probably going to be Spirit Swarm plus. Ugh. Okay, we do at least get to evade this hit. But yeah, obviously we would really like to get hidden. Not playing that, I think. Oh, we only have... Forget how few actual strikes we have. That's safe-ish to do. Because it's gonna... We can mitigate that. And you are no longer whatever. I should have done this first. I mean, I still could. It takes us out of hidden, but it gives us a bunch of shield. A really nice amount of shield if you're really looking at it. Because we have this blessed helm, so we're getting more shield per overheal. Yeah. Shouldn't bother playing that. We're evading this anyway. Rip. Well, our spirit did good work while it lasted. Elemental Blast obviously is a little bit tricky to play, but it'll help once we get our growth going. We're on Mind Seed, or once we play Spry Vigor, of course. Can't actually, we can play that, just get the shock out. And then just pitch all of those. Although we can't actually play this, because... Oof, that was just kind of a bad turn. Okay, so we kind of want to actually take this hit. Because we don't want to take the hit next turn. But there may not be anything we can do about that. So we're kind of hoping that our evasion fails this turn. And we can just... We actually have full block here. Is a 50-50 shot? Okay. Yeah, because this is the turn that we wanted to make sure. Although that makes that better. Pitch that. We can play it. We could do this into that. That seems okay. Oh, you're going to trip. Okay, no, we don't quite trip the phase change. Alright, we evaded all those. Obviously not a huge fan of where this is going, but I do like doing that. Trying to think what the odds are. I think every single mana card we can get here gives us 3 mana, which would let us play the Elemental Blast still. And that's just going to freeze and detonate. Which is going to take care of some of the blade that got set up. Okay. Let's draw cards. We do want critical. This is only going to shock once, so we pitch all of those. Oh man, that's just going to be a clean kill. I didn't expect it that much. I didn't expect it to go that well. Okay, Dragon Form is kind of tempting. Should also just take another Spry Vigor. I do like the ability to stack Powerful. I think we just take the Spry Vigor. I think having a lot of mana is nice. I think we're going to upgrade the Spirit Swarm. And we may cut one of the Shadow Focuses. Because we do draw pretty well from... we may not need Sharpened Senses going into Area 3. Because I mainly got it for that Emerald Dragon fight. Yeah, I don't know that we need it here. Do we have any protectors to fight? I gotta check to make sure I'm not just being blind. Nope. No protectors there. It's unfortunate. That's gonna make this... If we only have the... whatever going in, it's gonna be tough. If we only have the one cleansing shield. And it looks like we're even short on marsh elementals. Okay, yeah, so our best bet is just to go up right side and just hope that we roll well on that one. I don't think we saw, we didn't even see like the either rain, which would have given us another shot at cleanse. So yeah, we need to upgrade this or we die. That is unfortunately kind of just where we're at. Okay. Take risky lines, get rewarded. As you would expect. Maybe we do that and then just pitch all of those and get the mana. Please don't kill us. Cool. Alright, we managed to evade 1 of the 4, and that's all we needed. It would have been fine if we hadn't evaded any of them, but obviously getting the evades is nice. Now let's pop you, because you have the truck, so we get more damage out of that. And we can go make sure we have more hidden lined up. We do. Although we get tons of shield from whatever, so. I might actually take either of the cards here. I definitely would probably take Turn to Gunk. Definitely would probably. But, oh yeah, we definitely want Turn to Gunk because we're going into Maw, and that's just a card that's also very, very good going into Maw. I think we want to freeze you out of doing your nonsense. And that's just a very, as opposed to that shock. So we just get so many. That was brutal. I knew that was going to go well. I didn't fully process how well that was going to go. Alright, we can do that. Which is going to fly overcharge, but we can cleanse it off. Get so much shield. Hey, we did get that. And then we just do that to get more pops off. 15 damage each. And that'll do. God, we have so much shock on that back one. Hey, and so much freeze. That was just a beautiful bit of nonsense that we pulled off. And yeah, we can use all 3 of these if we need to. I mean, we can't because like one of them's gonna kill, but yeah, I think we may re-roll this for Turn to Gunk. Yeah, I would have liked another whatever, but I think this is more important. I don't think we need this anymore because we only needed that for Emerald Dragon. Now we get to upgrade. We get to upgrade the Turn to Gunk, which is pretty good. Gives us another tough source, and that massive heal is going to be a ton of shield. We may just have to outright block all of the curse damage, which is not going to be pretty. Although our damage output is pretty good, so it might be fine. Draw some cards. Do we turn this into something? We could, but I don't know that we need to. Just do that. So one of the nice things about this one is that you can play with an empty hand, and it just will still give you, you don't need to transform anything to get the other effect. Pop you. Should have done this differently. Still do that. And again, we just get so much shield out of Blessed Helm. Oh, somebody's working. Let me check. Give me a second. All right. So let's give in some lightning. We have, I think 2 should be enough. We probably need that. I think that's what we're going to cut. I think we do want to get hidden here so we can get these guaranteed crits. Oh wow, I didn't. I knew things were going to go well. I didn't expect them to go that well. Right. And we have plenty of shield. You guys are going to eat through all these annoying evade stacks. And now we just need to kill the hunter and we are good. And we get even more shield. And yeah, more spirit swarms. Pretty good. Overcharge to everyone. And then pop. And pop. And pop. We get the kill. Alright. This is just such an incredible defensive card for us right now. Yeah, and we're just gonna roll the dice on finding Purging Waters. If not, like, our defense is pretty good right now, so. How about you just don't get a turn? And how about we get tons of shield? We're surprised we're playing tank Merly. Alright, we're in this weather event, which means every time we draw an extra card, we heal for 1. Or we heal for 3. Everyone heals for 3. But us healing for 3 means we get shield. Pitch that. We don't need it. I'm not really worried about shocking ourselves because, yeah. Two things. Alright, we can get even more out just for the fun of it. Okay, it's only 1. I think we're fine with leaving. Oh, but you had... We only had room in our hand for 1 anyway. That was worth it. We would like to have you not apply a bunch of curse to us, but it looks like that's just something we can't avoid. Okay. Growth and mana boost. Enemies get more health. Okay. Sure. And then stealing our mana, but we have plenty of extra. Probably point this at you. Yeah, that's going to be beautiful. I think we do want to guarantee this crit though. Like, I want the crit on this one, but I think it's less important. But yeah, that's going to give us just crazy amounts of status. See what we get out of this. Right. Spirits are doing okay work. And this should be... Yeah, that's going to kill. Hey, we got the Purging Waters. Once again, forcing us to choose between it and, like, Spirit Swarm. But yeah, I think we want that. Although getting to 0 mana is kind of a problem for us at this point. We may not be able to actually get the cleanse off of that. I think we take it anyway just because it's a safety net. Although, God, this is such a choice. I think we take that. I think the extra shield... well, do we need it when we have the overflowing barrier? I don't think we can get enough value out of that. This, though, is pretty good. Because we are getting a decent amount of damage out of our spirits. We should get powerful here, actually, for once. Although our spirit is going to be very cursed. Alright, this is another weather fight, of course. I am paying lots of attention to everything, always. Okay. And get spread. bonk. And we can just go ahead and flip that so that it will be a min, which means that it will just be a cheaper card to play. But yeah, this is kind of what I meant when I said that, if you like look at that, that's kind of what I meant when I said that I was worried about being able to do whatever. Okay, pop you. I want to get down. Okay, cool. This actually works out. Pop. That's a cleanse. We could do this. May as well. And it doesn't help us that much. Okay. We unfortunately didn't find any powerful yet. Because, yeah, here's our other. Now we have some powerful. I think we want to do this. Okay. So we're going to see how much shock that hands out. Okay. I think we want to do that because that should get us, yeah, another shock. Then we can go bonk and bonk. We may end up getting doomed here, but we can tank doom procs most turns. Let me think. Sorry, I was distracted by stuff, so if I get this more powerful. We do absolutely want to get hidden. We ideally want to get to 0 mana, but I'm not sure for this. Just not sure if that's going to happen. Nope, not going to happen. That's fine. We do now have a decent amount of powerful honor. Oh right, the spirit also heals whenever we draw cards. That's how it's still alive. That's what I get for zoning out and trying to read Discord while also playing this. Unfortunately, we didn't have any extra draw, so. And you are now at, our spirit is now at 8 curse, which is not great for its chances of survival. Okay. So I think we pop you. Okay, this should be good. Let's go ahead and dumpster you. Hopefully I'll get out of existence. Not quite. This should let us finish off this fight. There's only one shock on you, unfortunately. Okay, cool. We got through that without actually losing any health. Without even losing our spirit. Kept our spirits high. This seems not super useful. Gamble doesn't seem super useful. Assassinate seems okay. Upgrade that. Gives us just another way to potentially get damage out. I think we are good to go for now. Maybe a little high on mana cards. Probably should cut one of the shadow focuses. This fight could be annoying because of you. We'll see. Healing. Continuing to be a very helpful thing for us to have. Especially because we are not going to be able to get, we weren't able to get hidden that turn. We could have drawn more cards with the tiny book, but then we would have been shocked, which wouldn't have been great. You're going to be a problem. Now we're fine to do this though. Sure would be nice if we could have found our ways into hidden. This is what we get for not picking up anymore, because I think we're still at just the 3 out of our 27 cards, which is not great. Let's see, we want to freeze you this turn. We have one shock, but we can turn one of them with gunk into gunk. I think that's not doing any foot. Well, actually, if we pitch all of those, then we can go. Yeah, this actually works out. Because we can do. I think we want to do you. Oh no, because we ended up with. No, yeah, we do have the amount of mana that I thought we had. We can do that. And we can do that, which is going to cleanse us, which means we're not vulnerable. And we can get plenty of shield. Still playing tank Merly. Yep. Hopefully we just evade this. Hey, we got that evade. Alright. Not perfect, but overall fine. Let's see. We want to be tough. We do want to avoid drawing too many cards this turn. I should have just played the mend. Just kidding. Rewarded. This gets us purity. Is that worth more than just mending? Probably not. We do obviously want to end hidden though, so. Yeah, the only thing is like this dork is just more than happy to kill our summons, which is why we don't have any right now. And this will take us out of hidden, which is annoying. So we're just gonna pitch all of those. It is going to do some pops. It's gonna be lethal. No, not quite. Well, I think we pop you because you have powerful. I think we really kind of want this healing. Yeah, that was worth it. Although I'd prefer not to have taken that extra damage. Oh, I should have focused on making sure you died so we didn't take this massive friggin' hit. Do we just die now? I'm embarrassed. I wasn't paying attention, we just die. That's what I get for zoning out for even a moment. Oops. Anyway, so that is going to be it for this run. Next one will be Salon. Hopefully I will not just fall asleep midway through the run. We do now have the passive that means that we can actually play Merly without just... where we actually get to, like, actually play damaging cards and not just continuously lose hidden. So that's going to be great. That passive would have probably kept us alive that fight. But that is it for now. I will stop being salty. And, I don't know. Do other stuff. Probably record the first Slow and Depth 3 attempt later. Doodle.